Hello, Reckoning 7, and welcome back to Grand Tactician the Civil War as we're continuing our campaign as the Confederates. And I'm quite keen to get back into this as I was fairly disappointed with not just how things went, but my overall performance, I should say, in my last video. I felt I made a few errors, certainly in positioning and in letting the Federals retake our position at Louisville and Fort Hallward, and also in opening moves of this battle. Again, I was being a bit lackadaisical and not giving enough credit really to the AI. And yeah, we've caused ourselves a little bit of a problem. So we have broken. We've got two brigades, or one brigade, one regiment. We are in a relatively strong position because we have the Dixville crossroads, which is the most valuable point. Because I believe they've got a 3 and there's a 5 here, which we will lose. But even then, we'll have 10 points to their 8, so they'll still be incentivized to come and kick us off the objective. And we do outnumber this federal force, if only slightly. So I'm relatively confident we can get a good result here. Now, there is another army of a similar size we may have to go and fight straight after, so we do have to try and protect ourselves a little bit from that regard, and not do silly things like get our units out of position and broken before the battle has really started. So we're in the process of pulling back a few of units here from the peak of this hill, and we'll kind of take up kind of defensive positions and let the Federals come to us a little bit on this front while we kind of push in from the flank. Yeah, we've got one more reserve division coming up there, and that's about it. So without further ado, we'll kick things off. And so this is our kind of best position for advancement at the minute. We got up against the 3rd Brigade here, 3,000 Federals. So we've got Buckner's Senior's Brigade to the front, just with some mixed muskets, but they're going to be flanked by Plains Rifles from Clark's division, brigade, sorry. And we're also moving out the Arkansas State Troops with their Springfield rifled muskets, and some of the cavalry to really flank them and generally give them a bit of a bad day. Meanwhile, we seem to be kind of pulling out over here. I'm worried we're going to lose this unit as well. Where are you going, my man? Just retreat, please. A bit frustrating. I may need you to go and act as a little bit of a blocking force here. Well, this division does whatever it seems to be doing. Right, they've got their order to fall back now, I would hope. If you can, simply... well, not advance, not charge. Okay, don't do anything then. Do you know what? Let's give you the... just give you a whole order. As much as I walked into this problem here, the AI is also being frankly ridiculous in terms of how it's receiving these orders. You guys just stand on your back to the enemy. You're absolutely going to break. Look at the casualties mount. Okay. Fall back? No. If I say engage, so theoretically you're fighting, and then tell you to fall back. There we go. Okay, and now we're starting to help out on your flanks a little bit. Not sure they'll make it. Meanwhile, that division has broken, and we're going to continue to press the advantage on this flanking position. It may end up being somewhat of a saving grace. Let's get you fine gents to advance. Okay. What are you guys doing? Just stop rearranging your formation and just walk backwards. You've lost... oh my god, look at the losses here. They're standing with their backs to them. Get out of there. It's a whole division I'm going to have lost. Okay, and this is going okay. Why don't you come and advance to this fence line? Yeah, and they've broken. Not unexpected, but very frustrating. And what's more frustrating is the 600 fine men we've lost. There we go, we're up to 1,500 casualties. This is not what we need when we are, you know, up against it from a manpower perspective. Again, still confident that we will take the day, but disappointed with the losses we will receive upon the way. Alright, with that division fallen, we are at least our front will stabilise a little bit. I'll have you, could you, well, okay to walk up, you should switch into line position. Are you still firing? You are. There's a nice stone wall here we can use as a bit of cover. Okay. First Brigade, they are wavering a little bit. I do need them to break so we can get up to this cannons. You guys are just running around like madmen. Why don't you guys come around and... I don't know why I keep showing you in marching formation. You are in double line. But let's put you down to a single line. We'll give you time to maybe rethink about how you're organising yourselves. Okay, they have gone. Excellent. You please charge that cavalry brigade. Get you to come up here and we'll get you guys... yeah, actually to come up here so as well. Our mixed muskets. Unfortunately not in range. Yeah, glorious cavalry charge. Should go away pretty heartily, one would like to think. We outnumber them 4-1 and they are artillerymen. Okay, what's good now, they have broken properly, we should be able to spin around and actually get on their flanks. Okay, and they're just biding their time, which is okay. Now, have you changed the single line? You have, you're still not really showing any way. I mean, that's just not the formation you're in, is it? Oh well, go stand here. Okay, you need to recover your fatigue. A bit unstable, and you've broken. That's disappointing. Okay, have we stabilised casualties? Yes, we've now got on terms, but again, we'd like to see that kind of 3-1, 2-1 type relation, really. Okay, you guys just to lay down. We'll have you advance. You'll be able to take on the cavalry, cannons. Sorry. Okay, mixed muskets. Here's our rifled muskets. I believe there's still a unit lying down here. You are theoretically under fire. If we get any more reasonable guns, you are some Richmonds. And you are some Springfield muskets. I would quite like, if possible, to advance you to this position. Again, I don't know what's going on with the preview. We should all be in... say standard formation. Right, if I do this, are you now in the right formation? You are. Good. Please advance to the line. Likewise. Oh, end of the day. Okay. This could be an interesting one. So, could be definitely federals all around. It allows at least to kind of reset our lines a little bit. Let's make use of these walls where we can. I suspect we're going to be really, really close, but that's kind of okay. It should allow us to use our superior numbers right from the offset. And rifled muskets on the flank. I mean, let's have one. Yeah, you guys are a bit shot up, so we'll keep you back here to support, and we'll have one go quite far around to see if we can't deal with anyone in the rear. And I think we're going to go fairly aggressive here, actually. Use our spear numbers to try and envelop their front troops. And just see what, if any, barricades they've built. Okay. Are they right here? I'm slightly confused by this line of blue. Perhaps. They have abandoned these positions, which I can't really complain about. Don't do that because I want this cavalry unit to continue to worry their rear. They have actually brought quite a lot of forces over defending this side of the hill, which is okay. I mean, it should be allowed me to take care of these forces. I wonder, yeah, you might be able to engage with superior weaponry. Right, we'll just hit play, see if you engage upon your own. Not particularly. Let's have you move to here. Okay, hopefully you're all firing willfully. I'd like you to, if you can, advance to this wall. I'll have you support his flank. Use the advance command, but never mind. Okay, looks like they're coming over the river here. We offer a bit of a challenge. We'll probably have to support in with our division from behind. These looks like just detachments. We'll try and clear them off, and we'll get our rifled muskets. Right, just keep behind that stone wall. Clark may have a little bit of a tough time for it until some reinforcements arrive. Yeah, do you know what, let's push up. Let's go for the frontal assault that we had planned. You've got an improvement left to iron discipline, so you may be staying to fight a little bit longer. How have we not taken this battery yet? I feel like this is going to be a surprisingly bloody one for the numbers involved. I really need these cannons to go, causing a surprisingly large amount of heartache. We're holding up on the flank. We're doing okay. Okay, get you to turn and face that division with McBride coming to engage that detachment. I'm not sure what these gents are doing. Let's go behind Dixville again. You're not in a great position, so I'll need you to hold in against it. There's a load of cavalry, cannons, which I will happily go and indulge. Okay, they've broken. That's excellent. Which means that Arkansas straight troops can come in behind this division, and then the Buckner can come and assist over here. Okay, I say that side's stabilised. This is a problem because these guys are just getting hit short range from canister fire, which they don't like. For whatever reason, we're having difficulty in actually taking out this battery, which is ridiculous at this range. Five casualties. I mean, I could charge in Clayton Sr. here. He's absolutely going to break, but it might be worth it just to break for artillery likewise. Yes, two divisions, two brigades. This one battery is essentially seen off, obviously supported by the fire from infantry, but that's not great. You can get involved. Okay, this flank's going our way, the centre is a bit of a mess. I just wonder if it's all these kind of walls and fields is giving the eye a bit of a hard time. Like here, we're not turning to face either. I wonder if the AI is just having a bad day. Let's get rid of them. They're causing far too much of a problem, even at the cost of cavalry. I will accept it. How are you guys doing? Okay, you've seen off one, that's good. Currently in melee. And you broke. I know they've only got the basic cavalry weapons, but I do feel that they are a regiment of cavalry charging an artillery piece. Your cavalry should not end up broken unless they're being harassed by infantry behind. Okay. I think we're going to come out with a victory. It's not going to be a pretty one though, and it's not going to be the victory we wanted or needed. It'll still give us Louisville, but we're definitely having to sit tight and resupply. And replenish ourselves some troops. Okay. Let's go up to 2 times speed. Considering we're under the Federals 3x2, this is a really poor performance by what has otherwise been a fine army. My fear is that other army comes back and half our guys are going to be out of action. Man, these guys are getting shot in the back. How are they not calling it a day? Alright, how are we looking at? 5,500 enemy casualties, so we're, you know, at least it's respectable. 25% of their force, that's pretty healthy. We're going to call it a major victory, which it certainly isn't going to feel like. Perhaps after everything we've been through, we shall take it. Now, if you swing around here, you're going to go and support its flank. Let's have you just come here, and as soon as I get this division or brigade to pull back, but not the way they're going. They're charging me. Where am I retreating? Woo! Okay, we'll take it. Never have been so thankful for a federal retreat. Nickers, what, if any, damage can we do on their way out? Brave fight for the Federals, this one. One that ultimately went the right way. But yeah, 5,000 men, that's rough. Okay. Let us jump to the end. And there we have it. 85 more guns, which is good. 6,000 casualties in the end to 5,000 of ours. So, not a terrible day. It's probably not as bad as I feel about it. But given our overall superior force and the fact that these guys are a decent army, I wanted better. But hey ho. I was actually going to skip over the loading screen, but I did notice it's classed as a major victory, which is good actually, because that'll have a bigger impact presumably on the national morale drop. So a feather in our cap, if nothing else. Okay. A glorious victory? Well, we'll see. So, the fort, presumably it's about to fall to us. We shall see. Otherwise, the Florida State Militia, I'm absolutely going to bring them up to support, please. Oh, because the battle has to run. This goes to, remember now, this goes to start the battle, and eventually that'll turn and flip. We will get new supply depot. Why are you building one of these? We'll have to destroy that because I don't want to pay for it. Yeah, and then we'll have to contest with the 30,000 strong Army of Kentucky. Right. Tell me, what projects can we assign? Armoured gunboats. Oh, what military one are we after? Probably cavalry carbines. I would like ironclads as well, just for funsies. And then there's one reduces your cost to supply your army. That might be this one. No, that's for, maybe it's logistics. Ba-ba-ba. Yeah, reduce transport and upkeep. So that's a good one because that reduces your overall army costs. But let's go for cavalry carbines first. But anyway, let's advance time. We'll get them out of the way. Well, that has not automatically ended the fort. that we'll do very soon. I feel like we should just assault it, to be honest. There's 46 men in there, but we'll leave it be. Our dreams of Missouri will have to wait. I mean, we are in January, so that's okay. We're in winter quarters. You know, we're settled here. These armies are in good conditions. They're training. They're reinforcing. Actually, they're up to almost... They're both up to max of 30k, which is nice to see. We've got another 10,000 here, so I'm quite happy with this side of the war. More importantly, let us check, because I believe our navy was super close. Don't show me my fleets. If I can do it here. Which one was it? Was it? It would be the Charleston squadron. You're not showing me your readiness. If I go into here, you'll show me your readiness. 92%. Oh, tantalizingly close. Alright, we'll check it back in about a week or so. Okay, so do you know what, I'll put a cut in here, jump forward a week, because we're generally going to hold where we are. And yeah, the only thing I might do is probably give you a little bit of reinforcements once the battle is finished. Keep embiggening our forces. So I'll see you in a few. Okay, we're back. I can't remember if it's exactly been a week or not, but anyway, it's been a bit of time. A couple of things I wanted to talk about. First of all, we are finally able to get our carbine project, so I'm going to pick that one up now, which should hopefully give us some improvements. I would like Confederate guns as well. Anyway, no, we'll go carbines first, which should allow us to actually... What's what I'm looking for? Buy some, build some, make some. And here, I mean, I do like trade deals because they generate money. Profits from foreign trade deals is good. But I would like, I'm not so worried about the weaponry beyond getting something like the warrior, because as ridiculously as expensive as that is, it also sounds fun. And that's kind of where I'm most of the time. It's only 9 million. Interesting. Ironclad rams, right? So, okay, but no, we'll take another trade deal. Keep that going. Try and get our economy going a bit better before we worry about investing a load of money in ships. But I'd like to, because it's fun. Okay. So that was step one. Step two was, I think our fleet is now in a position where we can actually engage them. Now, so there's two things going on here. I have two fleets of fairly good size. We've got the Charleston Squadron of 277 guns and the Pensacola Squadron of 248 guns. Now, I don't think the Pensacola Squadron is quite there. Oh, it is. It is there. Okay. So, there's two things to do. First, I have just put a save in because I want to test, and I'm not much for saves coming, but I want to test a mechanic here. So, I want to take my Charleston Squadron and I want to put them on raid. So, the intent here is that it should engage with parts of these squads without taking on them all. Well, your command radius is pretty small, so we might have to squeeze you out a little bit, because these are quite big fleets. Otherwise, I would just combine both my fleets and have a big old to do and see what the outcome was. So let's have you do that, and we'll see what the outcome is. Meanwhile, let's grab the Pensacola Squadron. Let's bring you round to, say, Savannah. Come round to here for starters. What are you doing? Not much of anything. You, I think, should just go back to port. Because you're just kind of costing me money. So let's just disband the Savannah Squadron for just now. Okay. Ships in that kind of in-harbour view don't really cost you as much money. So worthwhile knowing. Oh, cavalry carbines, right. Before we look at these boats, let's order ourselves some weapons. So we would like to see, not smoothbore guns, rifled carbines perhaps? Smoothbore carbines, repeating rifles. So is it just the Colt we have unlocked? Yeah, it looks like it. Okay, that's only, is that really the only carbine we got out of that policy? Or project, I should say. Show me military ones. Cavalry carbines. Doesn't particularly say. I'll assume that's what it is. Is that the only cavalry carbines we can get? No, medium range carbines there. Okay. Alright, understood. Probably not go down for some of the fancier ones, but hey, this is fine. Let's get ourselves some Colts. And we'll get at least our, because we tend to use our cavalry in that kind of short range repeating fire mode. Yeah, get me 10,000 of them. That seems good. I'd like to make a slightly bigger cavalry corps now. And so my plan is to have a kind of dedicated cavalry corps within our armies, or division within our armies, and then have smaller cavalries assigned to each infantry division, which will get used probably primarily when you're doing kind of scouting of things on the map. But anyway, there's 8 million spent. Give me 10,000 of those, please, and thank you. Just quick check, is there anything else we could... Oh, here's a bunch of carbines. Well, what do these sit under then? Well, now I feel silly. Alright, we'll get 10,000 Colts coming in. For better or for worse. Do we want some of these things as well? So if we look at... Well, if we take... Let's what on earth category do we fall under? Not sure, right, okay. Oh, I said breech loading rifle. Fine. Which one of these is better? That's more expensive, 200 yards, 9 yards a minute. Designed by Mr. Burnside himself, 200 yards, 9 rounds a minute. That seems reasonable. And this is slightly slower. So I think the Burnside's probably what we want out of these. Sure, we'll order another... Well, these are even cheaper. I want 25. Do I want as much as that? Yeah, sure. It'll take a long time. That'll probably give us what we need for just now. Okay, cool. Some slight confusion. Still don't really know what went on there, but let's not focus on that. That's not the important details. Important details is to see whether we can get ourselves a naval engagement. Oh, he's going out raiding. Okay, let's have a quick pause. That's just bonds. You are fighting just the home squadron right now, which is good. Now we should have the edge on these fine gentlemen because we have the numbers. Let's see how this one progresses. Here's one of them out. So we have twice as many guns. Alright, this seems to win relatively well. Brooklyn's gone now. Excellent. We are still in pretty good nick. Alright. Huzzah for the Confederate Navy. So I don't know if we sunk anything. We'll have a look in a minute. But yeah, that's awesome. Well done, Captain Franklin Buchanan. A hero to our men. Alright, tell me about it. The home squadron was retreating, and the engagement was a remarkable strategic victory. The enemy fleet steaming to the safety of their harbours with 6 ships captured. Huzzah! Tell me, my good man, what did you capture? So I'm probably going to have to send these fine fellows back to port to do some repairs. So we've now got the Macedonia, the Brooklyn, the Powhatan, and the Pocahontas, the Windot, and the Crusader. Cool. So probably sloops of war's like. Okay, slightly smaller, 9 guns. 7 guns. So yes, definitely smaller ships. What we should probably do is... I mean, how much interest am I keeping these part of the main fleet? Maybe, but what we'll do for right now is I'm just going to pop them all over to here. Say, hey, go repair yourself in some mysterious harbour somewhere. Okay, this is good. This is very good, actually. Now, that was the entirety of the home squadron is the only thing. So I'm curious as to whether we can ever engage a smaller part of a fleet. But in the meantime, since you have done a stellar job, I would quite like you to return to port, if you will. Where are you going? Okay, you're going to Savannah. Excellent. And then I'm going to get both my squadrons to head north to try and deal a decisive blow to the Gulf Blockading Squadron, which is a chunkier fleet, but no match for what we've got. So you should hopefully be in port repairing. He says, hopefully. Says you're sailing, that's not really what I want. Let's quick check military fleets. Though you're not in harbour for repairs. 3 weeks. Okay, we'll see. We may sail with that one not quite finished. Awesome. Right, see if we can start chipping away at this blockade. So in terms of naval tonnage, where are we? It's not that disparate, you know. We're going to see if we can't swing that back in our direction, and let's loosen that old anaconda. Meanwhile, this is unfortunately still continuing, much to my chagrin. Everything else is fairly static. Just on men fielded, how are we doing? Yeah, we're about 50,000 shy. Okay, and you're sailing round. Okay. Okay, plan now then. I'm going to put another wee cut in. I'm going to go and I think we're going to embiggen some cavalry corps in a few armies. And then I'll come back hopefully when we're ready to have another go with this bigger fleet. And perhaps we will end the episode on breaking the blockade of Charleston. Okay, so we're now into middle of January 1862. You can see here I've added a dedicated cavalry division with 2,500 men cavalry units. They're just on their mixed weapons at the minute. And I've added that to the Army of the Shenandoah, the Army of the Potomac, and to the troops in Nashville, because I can't add it to one in Siege. Although I probably could have done if I went in via the military view rather than clicked on the army, because we've done that before. But anyway, they're going to form up in Nashville and I can easily ship them up without too much of a to-do. But more importantly, and hang on, what are you doing? What are you? A whole bunch of not very important ships. Again, I should just put you into port if you're not doing anything, because you are sitting there costing me money. Right, let me do that. It's pretty easy and pretty quick to create a fleet if we want one. And we made, I mean, the only time we'd really use those smaller ships, I suppose, if we're starting to blockade, and we'd have to be pretty confident of our ability to smash the large fleets, but by the time we get to that stage. Okay, but more importantly, our Pensacola Squadron and our Charleston Squadron have arrived. I've put them both into raiding, and I'm going to get them both to, well, just head up to here, really. Because at which point these guys should be within their command circle, so they're going to come and attack, I think. The Charleston Squadron is not 100%, a couple of ships are on the kind of 92-ish percentage. But that's enough for this. What we do? Okay, so you've stopped, you've seen, you've engaged. Charleston is likewise. Now, I don't know if Navy's reinforced the same way the armies do. We're about to find out. Now, if this is a big to-do, I would expect to lose some ships here. But I'd like us to come out ahead. Right, you... so you've picked up the remnants of a home squadron. Surprisingly healthy ships here. Is that a frigate? So a frigate, another couple of sloops of war, and a bark. Okay. The Mohawk has been sunk. Awesome. Now, is the Charleston going to engage with someone? And if so, who? Yes, he is. Now, hang on. So the Charleston squadron is engaged also with the home squadron. Simultaneously? That's the Battle of Charleston, or Charleston Squadron and Pensacola Squadron. So we seem to be fighting the same ships. Somewhat interesting. In which case this should... Oh, Beaufort. I'll go there. Ah, I had some brigs in this one. Oh, but that's not brig, that's a Clifton. What happened to the Clifton? Okay, anyway. So we should fell another blow to the Union Navy here. And hopefully we might even capture the Sabine, who is currently trying to run away. I suppose that's probably the advantage of having some of these steam frigates, is that they have the ability to chase down a little bit more. Okay, what are we saying? The home squad has run away. We captured 2 more ships. They believe to barely float. My fleet is intact. Charleston, the home squad retreating, yada yada. 1 ship sunk, 2 ships captured. Barely. Of the enemy fleet is barely afloat. My fleet has had 1 ship sunk. Ever so slightly move the gap. Okay, well, what does it look like then? We've got another couple of sloops of war have been captured. You're actually generally in a pretty good condition. Where's my Pensacola? What number are you? 5. You are... yeah, not great. Not great. Put you there because you're on 0%, and we'll move these new fleets as well, or our new ships we've captured over here. Get you over. Okay. I think maybe what we want to do is just combine these 2 into 1 large fleet, because eventually they're going to have to take on the Gulf Blockading Squadron, which is 10 frigates. Well, maybe not 10 frigates actually, but it's a healthy amount of ships. So I'm going to see, are you going to go down here and then have another go at the home squadron, because they are in a pretty poor state. You are. Now you're the more beat up of the 2, but I'm kind of okay if you finish off the home squadron, who are not in a great state, and then the Charleston squadron, oh, they're going as well, okay. What happened there? Oh, the home squadron immediately retreated. Is it going to happen again? Oh, industrialization too. Excellent. Home squadron immediately retreated. They're not really steaming, but do you know what has happened though? 5 consecutive naval battles. I feel that's a bit of a cheat. Naval dominance. Okay. Tell you what we're going to do. We're going to send you fine chaps to go home. Yeah. Please and thank you. We'll get repairs, we'll get replenished, and we might actually even switch off of raid into just patrol. And pick a fight with the Gulf Blockading Squadron. In fact, what I might even do is abandon the Pensacola Squadron, Mr. Forrest here, and give Buchanan, who seems to be performing slightly better, control of his frigates. In fact, let's do that now, and then we'll maybe call this one a day. So Pensacola, now you guys are all going to say, look, good work. I have undoubtedly going to need your again. Actually, do you know what I will do? Tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, can I have ocean-going ships? Can I have... Sort by conditions, a good place to start. And my logic here is I would quite like... I mean, there's not many. I mean, much in good condition, is there? I was saying that what I'm going to here is not have the frigates, but if I would have the smaller ships, you can potentially chase down some damaged fleets. So I'm going to... I'm going to put a cut in here. I'm going to see if I can't build him. I don't know if I can a smaller fleet, and all the main frigates are going to go to Buchanan. So give us a minute. Okay, I'm a few days down my line because I needed to give the game time to register when I was moving ships in and out of fleets. But essentially we have the Pensacola Squadron, which is... I might end up just binning it again. So we've got 9 ships in here of various states conditions. Barely a gun between them, pretty weak. But they might be able to pick some people off. And then we've got Charleston Squadron, pretty strong, 430 guns, 12 ships. One of the frigates is a little bit damaged, but I think it's about 70%. But not much we can do about that. The Gulf Blockading Squadron here, 328 guns. We've got 100 guns on them. And we're going to go and see if we can't... But maybe I don't need a stats, I just do this and we're going to go and... say hello, and we're going to see what happens. I also, on the policy side, we started Military 2, which unlocks some good things in terms of conscription. Not necessarily conscription itself, but simply getting that will also increase the number of volunteers we get. I should probably actually look at also government funding too, because our current rating is not ideal. So I might look at some more economy stuff. But also, defeating these ships will give us more ports, which will help our economy as well. And the real key here is, as long as we win, I expect to take some losses. But if we win, we get the captured ships as well as sinking. So as long as we sink more than they do, and we capture some, we should be coming out ahead. At least that is the theory. We are on offensive stance. Oh, what happened here? Okay, glorious victory at Charleston-ish. Okay, good. But I want you to kind of engage... Okay, and they are actually properly retreating this time. So this is where... I wonder if you can chase them down. I don't know what speed they're doing. Head up the coast. And we shall see. You are hopefully therefore about to engage the Gulf Blockading Squadron in the big showdown. Maybe I, maybe no. Here we go. This is it. 9 ships, 300... Only 320? No, it's them. Against 11 ships, 383. I think one of ours is disabled. I'm not entirely sure why, but okay. The Drury and the Beaufort, a little bit worse for wear. They've got some weak ships, and then these... ships of a line. The War Frigate. Okay, these are some pretty scary beasts. It's a pretty crucial engagement. We do outrank them in firepower, but it's going to depend in terms of who goes down where and when we start losing our guns. We've got some brigs and things we can lose without too much concern. We'd like to try and knock out some of their bigger ships early doors. But hey, they're going to be doing the same thing to us. Oh, I'm tense. Okay, the USS Series have sunk. Sorry. Skipped away just as we got to the next part of the action. And where is the... I mean, there's a home squadron. I don't know. I'm not worried too much about it. This is the key one. Okay, they're down a ship. Oh yeah, we saw that. One of the smaller ones. We are not yet. We outnumber them, we outgun them, we have firepower. Where's our weakest one? 69 there. Looks like it's going okay. The CSS Fanny has been sunk. One of our brigs. It's kind of to be expected. Oh, one of them, another one down. Just in Michigan. Okay. Someone like the Alabama needs to go under. That would make a big difference. Tuscaloona's looking a bit ropey. Oh, she went. Okay, now this is not good. I wonder if we can support with these ships. Because to be honest, I don't care if these ones sink. And if they divert the Confederate fire... Oh no, the Shenandoah's gone! We're gonna lose this. Sad times. Yeah, that was not a great time to reinforce. You guys are just gonna get sunk. Dreams of a Confederate Navy. Nah, not quite smashed, but... I'm really disappointed we didn't perform better against these ship of the line. Okay. This is fine, we can come back from this. We have 8 more frigates being prepared. Alright, let's go to the end and see what the butcher's bill, the final butcher bill is. Run away, man, run away. Again, I don't really worry too much about these little ships. That's kind of fine. They weren't doing much anyway. But some of these bigger ones, they hurt. 6 months we've been building to this moment. The disabled ones are okay. We can rebuild those as long as we can get away. Right. Disaster at Charleston. Yeah. Outgunned and outmaneuvered. You weren't outgunned. 11 sunk. We lost... Oh, we got lost 2. Deeply upsetting. Okay. Return to port. We will repair, replenish, and we will come back. Especially if they're just going to sit there. And good news, we have ended the blockade of Charleston. So, you know, positive side of things. Yeah, we lost a couple of frigates there. But we have a look, we have a bunch more on the way in 50 days. So worst case, a couple of months, we get an even bigger fleet and we go again. Yeah, I still think we're coming ahead in terms of tonnage. We're slowly chipping away. Okay, alright, and on that note, we'll call that done. So some really good progress. And some really average progress in terms of breaking the federal naval dominance. We have we actually recaptured Louisville? No, we have not yet recaptured Louisville. This fort is standing for the Federals far better than it ever stood for me, which is frankly outrageous, but that will fall soon enough. And we are just in our kind of winter cores preparing for the spring campaign. And we shall see what that brings. What else have you guys got around here? Here's another big blockading squadron. Flying flotilla, not so much. Yeah, I would like to try and eat away at these people, but yeah, let's free up Charleston first, and then we'll concentrate and we'll go from there. But anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this one, and we'll catch you all next time. Cheerio!